Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Beneath Curse Sand stream. We have everything we need. Let's take out 2 rings of dueling. I'll wear this one because I have a feeling we're going to be teleporting to Alcarid quite a bit. And then we'll take out our coins to get some transportation around the desert. And also, let's get some water skins. And before we start on this quest, I managed to get 2 medium caskets. So, let's try our luck at those ranger boots. Now. Okay. Adamant plate buddy goes in the loot tab. Adamant goes in the loot tab. Insult druidic head goes in the prayer tab. Got a decent amount of ensouled heads I might end up using for prayer in a little bit. Also got a good amount of blessed bone shards. But yeah, for now, let's just go to get this quest started. We gotta head to Sophenheim. All the way there. So it'll take me a couple of carpet rides to get there, but we'll be all right. Let's throw on some music here. There. Classic Alcarid theme. And also, something exciting, something very nice that we did get. Let's check here. What is it? Go to the gear tab. Look at that. Amulet of Glory, everybody. Hell yeah. 3 prayer, 6 strength, 10 in all attack styles, 3 in all defensive styles. Hell yeah. Still amulet strength better for a max hit, but honestly, I feel like the the accuracy bonus from the glory probably outweighs the 1 max hit that we get from the strength amulet. Well, I mean, could be like 2 max hits depending on the rest of the gear, but for the most of the time, it's only 1 max hit over the glory, so not the most valuable thing to, but I'll keep it around. I'll keep it around to fill that bank space. Okay. We want to go to Paul of Nietzsche first. And oh my god, I spent like an hour stew boosting this morning, going back and forth between grinding up orange spice and stew boosting. That was really, really annoying to do, and I don't want to ever do that again, although I probably will have to do that again sometime, like when I go for the Zenites. Okay, and then we run south here. Go to you, sir. And take me to Sophenheim, please. What the heck? What happened to the crocodiles? You look at them from the wrong angle and their face disappears, and all you can see is the inside of their mouth. Classic Jagex, classic old school. I don't know. I feel like I hope that some of these graphical things will be improved with the new renderer. But like, yeah, you can clearly tell there's a good couple of issues with that. With the graphics at the moment. There always have been some issues with the graphics. But Okay, who am I talking to? Talking to this guy? Jamil. Hello, Jamil. Last ways. What's your special item? Fantastic. Beneath her sands. Gold ring, a ring. It's wonderful. Try it on. Talk to Messiah at the campsite east of Sophenham and investigate the excavation. Okay. This is another one of the newer quests, so I might take my time a little bit and read a little more, because this is sort of the lore of Tombs of Amascut. But we're about to see a genuine desert baddie here. I don't care what anyone says about the graphics of old school. The minimalism leaves a lot to the imagination, and you fill in that space with whatever you like. So, like, look at her. Look at her. She's a good looking lass. Good, you made it. I know you. You're Mycia, a spy from Al Kharid, but you're not. But you're meant to be Menaphos. I told Osmond that I was done with that posting, and I meant it. But how did you get out of the city? The same way I helped those citizens of yours. Even with the quarantines, even with the quarantine, Menaphos are still sending their dead to Sophenham. So you hid yourself among them? I see. Why are you out here then? And why did you send me that message? Because there's something very strange going on. I intend to work out what, but I need your help. Why me? My list of allies grows shorter every day, but you actually seem to care about what's happening out here. You also seem to know what you're doing. Brave of you to assume that I ever actually know what I'm doing. Well, I'm sure you can't be worse than Osmond. You might even have the guts to take some action if needed. Right. So what's these strange happenings? Citizens of Menaphos have been disappearing, guards as well. They've been leaving the city despite the quarantine. But they're bypassing the quarantine? How? No idea. But I have managed to find out where they've been going. Where? South of here. There's the old necropolis. They're excavating something there, but I don't know what. There's also something strange going on with them. What do you mean? I went to the excavation of theirs, have a look around, and they're acting very unusual, like nothing I've ever seen before. Interesting. I think I need to see this for myself. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll take you down there. Let's go. Hello, Fear. How are you? Look at them. How long have they been doing this? I'm not sure, but they look like but they're at it both day and night. So they never rest? Doesn't seem so. How weird. Can we get a closer look? Should be able to. When I came to investigate before, I was able to walk right up to them. They don't even seem to care. It's like they were in some sort of trance. We know someone in the desert who puts people in trances, and it's Amascut. I'm going to have a look around. I'll keep watch here, try to keep a low profile. I'll try it, but low profile isn't exactly one of my specialties. Oh good, I'm prepared for violence then. I hope not, because I didn't bring any combat gear. Ooh. But hey, nice orange lizard spot there. Obelisk if I ever get when I get the Pharaoh's Scepter. But I don't know, I'd need to get 2 Pharaoh's Scepters to really take advantage of that, because one of them's going towards the altar. Expect the blocked item. The entrance is completely blocked, however, the blockage looks to have happened fairly recently. Perhaps it occurred during the excavation. We talked to some of the citizens. Do I need combat gear? Melee combat gear. Okay. Yeah, unfortunate. Let's go grab some melee combat gear then. And make our way. I should have read the quest helper thing before. Fight them in a fight guard. This boss uses melee and can hit up to 16. Do not use any overhead protection perks or you will get for 1/3 of your hit points. Ugh, okay. So let's grab out some melee gear. Our gear is starting to look really nice. The glory really helps out. Was a pain in the ass to get, but we got it. And all I got right now is tank legs, but I do want to go to Blue Moon, or to the Boons of Peril to get, where's Shanty? There he is. Yeah. Shanty was hiding under that person's cat, I guess. Fall of Nietzsche. And the Arcan Blade is so cool, too. I love the Arcan Blade. Like, again, maybe less strength bonus than the Dragon Scimitar, but the special attack is so cool and so nice, and only 30%. It's definitely my best spec weapon, and it will be for a while until I start actually grinding PVM and get some reasonable upgrades. I mean, when I get the hard diaries done for Western provinces, I think, then I might be able to get the Crystal Halley, and Crystal Halley is a really good spec, but only situationally. So we'll see about it. We'll see. Travel, Rogue Merchant, to Sophanim. The closer I get to the quest cape, the more nice gear I unlock. There's a lot of gear that I would like to get, but I'm not gonna really start grinding for like gear upgrades and stuff until after the quest cape. I mean, okay, so the one thing that I really wanted to get done was I needed 70 crafting for Song of the Elves anyway, but I just went up to 75 because the glory is just such a great upgrade. It's just gonna carry me through. It's gonna carry me through a lot of the quests. Not like necessarily the best upgrade I could get, but at the moment for my account, it's huge. Oh. But we're looking badass. One thing I would like to upgrade are the climbing boots. Could get mixed hide boots, but that actually gives, I think mixed hide boots give negative. Here, let me see. Let me auto path down this way. This way. How close can I click without... Oh, it's this way because there's a block. But mixed hide boots. Mixed hide boots, old school. Okay. No attack bonuses except for minus magic and plus ranged. Huh. And then climbing boots have like, what stats? 2 melee strength and 2 slash and crush defense. So I guess the mixed hide would be good, and I can get those real quick if I wanted to. But, I mean, climbing boots, I really only care about the boot slot for the strength bonus, which is also kind of why I'd like to get the manacles. The work must be completed. Ah, this seems familiar. Better report back. Reporting back. Oh, hello there. You should not be here. Really, why not? The work cannot be disturbed. The mistress commands it. Mistress? You mean the devourer? This is all her doing, isn't it? I recognize her work anywhere. You know too much. You must be removed. Ooh, she hits 50s. Hell yeah. Looks like you needed a hand. Yeah. Okay, we can't pray overheads, but we can pray... chivalry. Get some burn damage on this guy. I didn't bring a super strength or super attack pot here. Or any food, really. This should be a relatively easy fight. Nice. Come on. He's hitting zeros, but he could hit like a... He could hit up to a 16, it says. Guess what? Hit him with the Arcan Slash. Nice. That's that done. Nice job keeping things low profile. To be fair, I did warn you. I suppose. Were you able to discover anything? Sort of. I don't know why these people are here, but I do know who sent them. Who? A Mascot, the Devourer. What? The goddess? You're joking. You don't believe me? It's just quite the claim. How do you know it's her? She has hypnotic powers. She's the one that she's the one that put them in this trance. I know it better than most. I was unlucky enough to experience it myself back in Sophenheim. Perhaps this one could give us more to go on. What's happening? Help me. You were hypnotized, but you're free now. Do you remember anything about what happened to you? It was all so unclear, I can't remember. I know what you're going through. Try to think back before you were hypnotized. What was the last thing you remember? We were told we had an audience with the Pharaoh, Chimises. But then we arrived at the place when we arrived at the palace, he wasn't there. It was just this woman. What woman? I don't remember. I just remember her eyes had a deep red glow. That's a Mascot, all right. Do you remember anything after that? We came here to find something, I think. A tomb. We unblocked the entrance and she went inside. There were others with her. What does she want from the tomb? I don't know. We never saw her in. We never saw the inside. The entrance collapsed after she went in. That's okay. You've been a great help. Wait, I remember one more thing. There were these monsters helping her. They walked like humans, but they had heads of insects. That sounds like those scarab creatures from the tunnels below Sophenheim. Scarabites. Do you know where they came from? Some ruins to the northeast. I think that's all we're learning from this one. I'll get him some medical help. Attention. Meet back at my camp. Will do. And there is a fairy ring right there. Let me actually check. Do I have the agility to cross all these? I think I do. Okay. I just want to make sure because it might be that like you need the quest. Do I need the quest to unlock this? Hopefully not. Okay. Oh. Um, I think there's just a bunch of puzzles. You know what? I can stop at I'll stop by Sophenheim Bank to get a few supplies. And let's check. Let's check what we need for this. We need food, anti-poisons, and water skins. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop between each puzzle. I'll stop here at the bank. And we'll resupply on everything we need. We don't need any of that. We don't need that. We'll take some water skins. Take that, need that. And then we need what? An anti-poison? Anti-poison? Defense. Anti-poison. Anti-poison for some food. Let's take just some of that. And then what else did I need? Water skins, food, and... Yeah, water skins, food, and anti-poison. Okay. Yeah, we should be good to go. Recharge our prayer. And head back to the camp. You know, for some games, it's like hard to tell how. Like, okay, so World of Warcraft, everyone in the entire world is dressed like a badass knight and like powerful wizard and everything. And so it's like very stupid and kind of weird that all these extremely powerful, strong, experienced knights are asking noobs to do quests for them. But in old school, it makes sense because you basically walk into a Walmart in full military garb, and they're like, "Oh, this guy's a fucking adventurer. That's pretty obvious." You'd have to admit, it's luck to take. Hold on, I'm gonna restart this dialogue so I can read everything. So that was interesting. A hypnotizing goddess wasn't quite what I expected. It sounds like you still don't believe me. You have to admit it's a lot to take in. Still, I guess it doesn't change our next steps. And what are they? The guard gave us two leads to look into. Hopefully one of them will give us some answers as to what's so important about the tune. Should we reach out to Osmond about this? Osmond, why? That man won't be of any help. He'd have happily let me rot in Menaphos, just like how he'd sent Keliaf to his death. Keliaf? He was the spy that was meant to relieve you, right? I thought you didn't even know him. What? Oh, right. Look, we don't need Osmond. We can handle this ourselves. Fair enough. So what's our lead? First up, we have Chemisus, Pharaoh of Menaphos. What do you know about him? Truth be told, not a lot. He's probably the most powerful man in the Caridia Desert, but he's incredibly reclusive. He's rarely seen in public. If he's under Amaska's control, that could be a big problem. Do you know how we could get to him? Even without the quarantine, it would be incredibly difficult. His palace is a fortress. That doesn't sound hopeful. It isn't. Well, there may be ways in out of Menaphos. I don't know of any way back in again, let alone a way into the pharaoh's own palace. We'll leave that lead for now, then. What about the other one? The guards mentioned some Scarabites. Perhaps we can learn something from them. He said they came from some ruins northeast of the necropolis. That would put the ruins directly east of here. All I see is cliffs. Maybe there's something on the other side of them. Could be worth exploring, I guess. Right, so we have our leads. One seems impossible to follow, but the other might have some promise. While I think about how we can access Miniphos, do you want to look into these ruins? Sure, but where do you even plan to start? If we're going to get close to the Pharaoh, the Miniphos quarantine has to end. Chemist himself has made it clear that will only happen when the plague in Sophahan are eradicated. From what I hear, they've managed to deal with most of them now. That just leaves the pox. They're all infected with. So what are you going to... So, you're going to cure the pox? Exactly. Surely, if it were that simple, the High Priest would have done it by now. Have you met that man? He can try to present himself as a wise leader all he wants, but it's just a facade. The lizards around here have bigger brains than him, and that's probably still an insult to the lizards. He didn't even have the guts to get rid of the plagued animals. The guards had to put them down themselves, and it's not like they can do that to the citizens. Well, they could, but I imagine that would be considered quite rude. Anyways, I reckon I might have a chance of succeeding where the High Priest failed. I have an old friend in Narda named Zahur, and she's a herbalist. I think she might be able to help. While I go visit her, you see if you can find these ruins. Remember, they should be just east of here. Meet me in Narda once you have something. Okay. Alright. So, Scarab Puzzle. And then we, Scarab Puzzle, and then off to Narda. Where is this? Pick up a spade south of the campsite. Okay. Climb over the rubble there. Aw, man, I just love looking at this gear. This is also going to be super nice. I don't know whether I should do it before or after I go for Quest Cape. I'll keep doing Quest Cape, and then if I run into, like, a brick wall, I don't feel like I will. Because, like, Galvek should be fairly free. Depends on what crossbow I end up using. Gluff for Monkey Madness 2, which Monkey Madness 2 is coming up pretty quick. I just need a few Slayer levels for it. Gluff is is annoying, but it's a pretty easy fight. A lot of the fights in Monkey Madness 2 can be kind of safe spotted or cheesed in some way. The big one that's kind of freaking me out is Desert Tripper 2. I might need a tinderbox coal. Ah, dang it. It told me I didn't need it. Dang it. Okay, we need coal and an iron bar. So we're off back to Sophenheim. Ah, well. That's a big waste of run energy. Oh. But yeah, we'll just waddle our way back to the bank and pick up all the stuff we need. And then remember, for the rest of these 4 parts of the quest, to read what you need to bring before you actually go. Because we need 1 piece of coal and 1 iron bar, which I can... I mean, they're right here in the bank, it's fine. We'll just head to the bank, pick up, refresh our water skins and everything, and then finish up this part. But the music in Tombs of Amascut is really, really good. I cannot wait to see. Okay, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, now that Varlamore Part 3 is out, and it's really cool, I've done all the quests from Varlamore Part 3. And I'm not quite at the end game, so I can't really interact with the highest level stuff in Varlamore Part 3, like the Doom boss. Can't really do that until I get some synapses, so that should take a while. But for Raids 4 coming out end of 2026, you know, looking forward to that. And also the conclusion to the vampire. God, I hope it's actually the conclusion to the vampire questline, right? Because I just did Sins of the Father the other day, and Sins of the Father was cool, but it leaves off on a cliffhanger, and I'm so tired of master or grandmaster quests leaving off on cliffhangers. I just want a nice clean end to a story, right? Because the more cliffhangers they do for these grandmaster quests, like Desert Treasure 2 leaves off on a cliffhanger. If like the Ritual of the Majorat, or whatever they're going to title the final quest or the next quest in the series, if that leaves off on a cliffhanger, that means there's probably another like 2 years of development on that quest line, right? And I feel like that quest line, Desert Treasure 2, has been developed enough. The story is developed enough. You can just wrap everything up in one big Grandmaster quest and be over and done with it and just leave it be. Right? Like with Prifddinas. Song of the Elves was the conclusion to the elf storyline. It leaves off in a really good place. It unlocks a really cool city with a lot of stuff to do. And there's no more elf quests. It's fine, just leave it. You don't need to make any more elf quests. You can focus on other stuff. And so I guess they focused on the Majorat storyline. But I really want them, if they're gonna, they're planning on releasing the next vampire quest, I really want it to be a lot like Song of the Elves. It's like super high requirements, very long, difficult quest, but at the end of it, it's like a nice send-off to the vampire storyline, and we can just be done with it, and then they can focus their efforts on another quest line, another story that has sort of, because there's so many stories. I've said this before, but there's so many stories in Old School that just were started and never finished, and a lot of them were developed further in RS3. But Old School has its own narrative, its own story going at this point. It sort of diverged from RS3 a while ago. So I really want to see a conclusion to the Vampire quest line, and then a conclusion to the Majorat quest line, because those are two big ones. And then you can start working on other quest lines that really, like a really big Fremennik quest line or something like that. 118513. Uh-oh. Open the chest and input the passcode 11185513. Okay, got a scarab mold. Use the iron bar on the furnace. Craft scarab emblem. Okay, and use the scarab emblem on. Inspect the pillar to the north and insert the scarab emblem. Okay, where is this pillar then? There's the pillar. Use or inspect first. Insert the emblem. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13. Confirm. And let's keep going. And now we don't have to worry about our... Hello, you must be the Scarabites I'm looking for. I'm guessing you're going to try and kill me now. I'll take your silence as a yes. Ooh. Why you gotta be so mean? Hit you with the Arc and Slash, and the Arc and Slash missed a couple times. Set the anti-poison. Can I attack the Scarab Swarm? How much HP does the Scarab Swarm have? I don't know. I'll deal with this guy first. Because the Scarab Swarm really isn't hurting me that bad. I feel like the Arcane Blade is actually better than the Dragon Scimitar. Not in, like, max hit, but just in accuracy. Okay, perfect. We go down. Ooh, and then we go do some Hollowed Sepulchre type stuff. Okay. Middle. Left. Middle. Right. Oh, dang it. Oh, it doesn't send me back. Okay, I'm just sitting here tanking for no reason. Oh my god, that was stupid. I thought it would be like Hollowed Sepulchre where you just get sent back. Okay, let's wait, and then run. And then wait, and then run. Okay, didn't have to get hit there, but I did get hit because I'm dummy. Doop. Doop. Oh yeah, and this is on a timer, so I gotta be a little bit careful. Go, 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 right. Go, 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 go. I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Just make it before the timer runs out, please. Hello? Okay. Please, 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 please. Okay, I think that... Yeah, okay, that did it. That would have sucked if I had to wait for my run energy to recharge to solve that. Alright, this one is the one that really gave me trouble. You know what? I'm not going to read them at all. I'm just going to follow Quest Helper, because Quest Helper knows exactly how to do this, at least I hope. I remember doing this on day of release, and it took me like 30 minutes to figure this puzzle out. Open the door. And talk to the spirit. Hello? The spirit looks at you for a moment before you suddenly hear a voice echoing in your head. Curious, it's been a long time since I've spoken to another. The last time was when my body still had form. Tell me, stranger, what brings you to my tomb? I'm looking for some Scarabites. Ah, yes, the fallen remnants of my once great sect. You will find plenty of them here. Why do you seek them? Do you know of a Masket the Devourer? All too well. There's an old tomb south of here. Masket has been excavating the entrance, and the Scarabites have been helping her. She's looking for something inside, but I don't know what. I see. If you are an enemy of the Devourer and her corrupt Scarabites, then you are a friend to me. I am Mehar, and I can help you. You can help me? Do you know of this tomb? Even when I lived, the desert hid many secrets. Now, centuries later, it hides even more. Of all those secrets, few are greater than the ones hidden in that tomb. Whose tomb is it? It is the resting place of my father Osmonten. He was once pharaoh of these lands. My destiny was to succeed him, but the usurper saw an end to that. And what are the secrets in his tomb? Being a pharaoh offers many luxuries, both in life and in death. Many strive only for these luxuries, but they forget about being a pharaoh also comes with responsibility. My father had a responsibility greater than most. That at the time of his rule, our people were locked in a great war to hold back the ruinous powers. Our gods granted us immensely powerful weapons. When the war was over, my father was tasked with hiding those weapons, lest they fall into nefarious hands. Two of them were buried with him. They will never. They will be that what the devourer seeks. What are these weapons? I trust you are aware of what the devourer desires. Souls. Yes, when the war was ended and the devourer rose from the ashes, she did so with only one goal. She will not stop until every soul, living or dead, has been destroyed. And these weapons can help her. Many would call the Devourer a god, but they speak only half-truths. She is a demigoddess of limited power and does not possess the means to devour souls on a mass scale. The weapon in my father's tomb can be used to drain a being of divine energy and transfer that energy to another. If used correctly, they would grant the Devourer a true godhood. Then I need to get into that tomb and stop her. Before you leave, I ask you to remember your original purpose here. The Scarabites? Yes, they have made their home here in my tomb, disturbing my rest. From the chamber above, the high priest Scarabus commands them. He believes he does so in the name of Scarabus. He does not realize that he is actually a puppet of the Devourer. Free him of her control, and the Devourer will be without a powerful resource. It will also allow me to rest once more. He might also know more about what Amascut is planning. I did free a guard from Amascut's control through combat. I could try that again. When the Devourer first emerged, Ictharin himself taught us an incarnation to free individuals from her control. I suggest you use that rather than risking harm to the High Priest. Ah, that seems wise. What's the incantation? Majan Manad Al-Mook. Be warned, while it will work on those she has hypnotized, it will have no effect on her corrupt Ox. They are sadly beyond saving. Thank you. Right. You will find a key to the upper chambers in the urn to the back of this room. Now go with the blessing of Scabarus. Sweet, man. Freaking sweet, man. Let's go talk to some bug people. So, what it sounds like was actually hidden in the tombs of Amascut, I mean, besides the Shadow of Tumakin, is an Elder artifact. Because, to my knowledge, the only way to ascend to godhood in the lore of old school RuneScape is to either touch and commune with like a powerful Elder artifact or kill another god. Intruder, you are not welcome here. Fear not, I am here to rescue you. Kill her. Fine, we'll do it your way. Ooh, what's this fight? And nothing. Ooh, 33. And nothing. But we got a little bit of burn damage. Ooh! Oh, that hurt. Okay, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here. I was wildly underprepared. Okay. I was wildly underprepared. Okay. Let's go bank and let us bank and actually hello? Hello? Where it freaking erased my guide. Okay. Ranged combat gear and food. Okay. I'll go get ranged combat gear then. You know what? Do I have... No, I left the Ring of Dueling back. Ah, damn it. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll go get the range combat gear. Again, this is a problem. You gotta read the thing, but it didn't tell me that I needed range combat gear. It just said combat gear, so I brought melee because melee I think is pretty strong. Technically, mage is my strongest at the moment. Well, when I get like a powered staff, 87 Slayer is the one I'm looking for. 87 Slayer, grind out a Trident, and then go use Twin Flame Staff at Zulrah to get the upgraded Trident. Yeah, that's gonna take me a while. Ooh. But here's the thing. Once I get the Trident of the Swamp, that's gonna be my best in slot Trident for super long. Until I get like the Eye of Ayak. Okay, let's dump those. Let's dump that. We could use one of those. Okay. Oh, and then we throw that away, and then I'm stinking thinking we still stick with the Carol's crossbow. Is there anything? A ring, maybe? We can just use the steel ring. And then I don't want to use my sharks quite yet, so I will again just use 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We should be ready. We should be good for the fight. Right here. And waddle our way back over. But look at these Zami D'hide boots. I mean, hell yeah. We got that out of our 9th hard clue. 9 hard clues for that. And we already got like one of the best items you could get. Because this is useful for Ciliana and Kriara. And honestly, also for Zamorak once I get the or for Krill once I get the Scorching Bow. So yeah, I mean, Zamorak D'hide boots are probably the most useful for God Wars Dungeon. Yeah, it's like it was super nice to get there. I can't think of a reason to get any of the other ones. I mean, still doing hard clues is good for the God D'hide. But then again, like, what I'm thinking, I don't like that the Blue Moon armor... I mean, it's fine that the Moon's armor is degradable. It's just extremely expensive to repair. So I think the only degradable armor that I'm going to use from Moons is going to be the Blood Moon. And then I'm thinking, take Blood Moon over to what's it called? To Huey, and get full Huey hide armor. And full Huey hide armor is gonna be sick. I should actually look at what the crafting requirements are for Huey hide. Mixed hide. Huicoatl hide. Honestly, not even that bad. I could go for Huey hide. Like, I think I might actually do that. I think I might take a break from questing after this. Because I gotta get Slayer done anyway. But, like, do a whole bunch of moons, get full blood moons. Then head over to Huicoatl and head over to Huicoatl. Yeah. Oh. We gotta kill those guys. And then I think we just kite this guy around the room. And just keep our distance from him. And we're hitting pretty good. You're born in the shadows. That's easy, just one shot. Oh, we don't one shot that. Keep our prayer up. Just keep kiting him around so that he doesn't get in any melee hits. And keep our distance. Children of Scabrous are eternal. We shoot that guy. Okay, this is a relatively easy fight. We got this. I'm like looking over and I'm like, I could double eat here, but I really don't need to. We can just keep our health nice and high. Keep our prayer up. Oop. Kill that. Didn't two-shot it there, unfortunately. Okay, now we can double eat. Children of Scarabus are eternal. Hit that guy. And we're out of run, but we can still keep our distance quite a bit. And we'll take a melee here. You're born in the shadows. And this'll... we're gonna have to work away at this one, because... Oop, oop. Damn it. That attack, okay. I'm gonna wait until I have full run energy, because that attack, that wasn't even fair, man. That two-shot me. Where it? Oh, god damn it. No, show me Gillinar Surface. Where's my gravestone? Damn it. Okay, take out that. Take out that. Take out those. Rub to Emir's Arena. And then we just run there. Okay. Not a big deal. We have like 10 mil in the Death's Coffers. It's just annoying to get back there. And I don't really have any good teleports down there. I mean, I guess I have the Necropolis, but that's still quite a run. Just do carpets to Paul of Nietzsche, and then to Selfenham, and then run back to travel Paul of Nietzsche. Easy, easy. And we can... Does my run energy recharge while I'm on here or no? It honestly does not look like it does. That's fucked up, man. Let my run energy recharge while I'm on this thing. I'm sitting down, aren't I? That's stupid. Okay, maybe it just doesn't show it. Maybe once I land, it'll... Nope, no, your run energy just does not recharge on the carpets. That's stupid. Someone blackjacking in there. Alright, take me to Sylphenham. Oh. I mean, it is faster to travel this way. But, still. Okay, here's the thing. I feel like just with the supplies that I died with, I can definitely finish that fight, because I didn't really use many supplies. I just used, I just died to a mechanic that I failed to avoid. So if I just pay more attention, and here, oh, fuck me, I forgot. If I'm gonna be kiting this guy, if I'm gonna stay far away from him, I need my run energy. This would be where, like, super energies or staminas would be really nice. Too bad I don't have either of those, so we'll just have to make do with the small amount of run energy we have. Okay. Not gonna one-shot every fight. That's just how it goes. Okay. Where's my gravestone? It's around here somewhere. Right? It's just right at the top of those stairs, I guess. Okay. Take two. Let's see if we can beat the, if we can't beat the boss here, then let's swap left click to Ferox Enclave, just in case. For an emergency teleport. Okay. That goes there, 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 and then I'll move this all around. Okay. Hopefully we've got it this time. Okay. Favorite Mage, and Eagle Eye, and keep our distance. Okay, so it gets weaker the further you are from him, so... hello? Hello? Did I not kill the scarabs? Hello? What the hell was that? Okay. That was dumb. Born in the Shadows, okay. I don't know if I need to kite him super hard. I think we can tank some of his melees. Okay, drink our anti-poison. Okay. Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! No! God damn it. Ah, fuck me. That's so stupid. That's okay. I was like, oh, maybe I don't need to kite him that bad because, oh, if I just watch for his attack, I can run. No, if you run away from him, you get hit by the first one, and then you run into the second one, and then you die. You need to kite him the whole time, which means I need to waddle my ass back there. God damn it. Down, down, down. Collect items again, please. Pay death fee. Okay. Okay, so hold on. What does it take? Super energy potion. What does that take? I need Mortmire Fungus and Avento, and I need 52. So I'm pretty sure it's worth it to bring the super energy because I'm going to need the stamina. Yeah, I'll just make a super energy here because I feel like I need it. Stop that. And where's our Avento? And those, and those. 20 run energy each. So I'll make 2 of those to just get a 4 dose here. And then you know what? I'll actually one of those, and then we need an anti-poison. Make that into a 4 dose as well. We'll get 2 water skins for prayer. And then rub to Mir's Arena. And we can run our way south. It's not like I have a low agility level. I'm sitting at, what, 71? Yeah, so like our run energy recharge isn't that bad. It's just annoying. It's just annoying that we have that to deal with. Okay. That we have to kite the boss like super hard and keep our distance. Because I will run out of... Yeah, that's super energies. Whatever. We got the super energies now. We're going to be fine. And then we'll bank at Sophenham. Polyp Niche, please. We'll bank at Sophenham. Get out the food we need. Bank the coins. We'll bank the coins, we'll drink the super energy, and then we'll waddle our way over to the boss arena. Nice and slowly, so that we don't use any run energy. And then the fight should be fine. Because it's just that one mechanic that's getting me. It's just the mechanic that the closer you are to him and the more damage he does. Because you can't really react. It's an AoE, so you can't really react to that very well. You have to predict it, and I'm not predicting it. So, best option for me is definitely just kite the attack. Or kite the guy the whole time. Alright, travel. Travel to Sophenheim. He's alright. Well, we got it this time. That, like, okay, when I was fighting Vanis Draken or whatever it was, not Vanis Draken, that was the Darkness of Hollowvale, I think. It was the other one. It's the one the boss at Sins of the Father. That one was hard. Like, that was actually a difficult boss fight. Mostly because he kept doing chip damage, and the only way to really survive all that chip damage was to take enough food. It was a balancing act of taking enough food and food and potions, and then double eating at the correct times, and yada yada, and not wasting ticks. That was actually a more difficult boss fight. This one is just like, do the thing and don't die, and you'll be fine. Okay, what was I going for? Let's grab out Ring of Dueling just for an emergency teleport. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. No, actually, 1, 2, 3. Oh. It's better. I'd rather have higher healing food and just use those for combo eats. And now we slowly waddle our way over to the boss fight because we need full run energy when we get there. You know what? We can run there and then I'll just hang out. Because I do need to get some water, so we'll run there, and then I'll go AFK for a second to get some water. And hopefully our run energy will be mostly recharged. Okay, I'm going to stop running now. Because I feel like, what is this? It's going to take 100% energy in 2 minutes. So, yeah. We will keep waddling our way over. Then I'll step away for a second to get some water. And then we can just chat for a second until I got full run energy. And then we'll do the boss fight. Good thing these alligators are dumb and stupid and dumb and cannot hit through my amazing tank armor of Black D'hide. And that's only half a joke, because Black D'hide is incredible armor. But yeah. Make our way over here. And I'll go get some water real quick. And by the time I'm back, we should be good. Okay. Okay. 87% run energy. We got this. This time, I believe. This time, I think we do. We do actually got this. Okay. What? Yeah, stamina potion, prayer potion. No staminas, but we got the super energy. 4, 3, 2, 1. 100% run energy. Throw on our prayers. And kite this guy. Let's just kite him like Zileana. This is working out better. Yeah. Yeah, this is much easier. Now that I'm confident that I won't run out of run energy. Okay, kill the scarab there. Easy. One-shot it. Stay away from the shadows. Just keep kiting it. And just get some run energy back. Double eat here. Keep our prayer up. Ooh, that was close. We are born in the shadows. That's an easy one. If we can hit more than a 1 on it. If we can hit more than 1 on it, please. Thank you. Okay. That one was a bit scary. I was too close there because I was working with the shadow portal. Children of Scarabus. Okay. One shot. Shadow attack. We're safe. Kite him over this way. Keep the run energy nice and high. Rift. Come on, kill it. Nice. I ran into that accidentally because I yellow clicked through him. Okay, another shadow attack. Just play a little bit of keep away. We're born in the shadows. Okay. We can two-shot that. Okay, keep away from that. Hide him over to this corner. And run across. And run across again. Keep our prayer nice and high. Keep our run energy nice and high. See, if I just came into this fight prepared, it wouldn't have been a problem. But I forgot about this fight, and I didn't really remember the mechanics too well. So that's my fault for not being prepared. Easy, easy. I don't know what happens if we don't deal with this mechanic, so I'm just gonna kill it, even though he's like one shot right now. There we go. And now we talk to this guy. Stay back! Then I do the incantation. Arg. What happened? It's alright, you were being controlled by a mascot, but you're free now. I don't remember. I've been in your position. Don't worry, your memories will come back in time. Familiar places and objects can help them come back faster. This room is familiar. As I look around, I feel something stirring. Yes, I can see it now. There are a few gaps, but it's all coming back to me. Thank you, adventurer. There's much for me to set right. We have made some terrible mistakes. I know the feeling. What did she have you do? Many things. I have been under her control my whole life. It was the same for my predecessor and her predecessor as well. We were all slaves to the Devourer, even our Lord himself. She controls Scarabus? Yes, she used him as her puppet for centuries, but now she has a new plan for him. What new plan? I don't know. She took him into some tomb along with the others. Osmund's tomb. Who are the others you speak of? Aptmutkin, Krondus, and Het. The other avatars of Tumakin. She has them all? She does. We helped her capture them. It took many lifetimes, but she was able to fool them all. This isn't good. There are weapons in that tomb that can transfer divine power between beings. She must be planning to use them on the lesser deities. The four of them all came from Tumakin himself. Their power is his. If she claims that power as her own, she will become a true goddess. Don't worry, I'll make sure that doesn't happen. How can you hope to withstand her power? I'll find a way. Do you have any other information that can help me? We were not the only ones to fall to the Devourer. She has control over Pharaoh's Chemesis of Menethos. We feared as much. Do you know what she wants with him? She needs control over the city, but she kept the reason secret. She even had us release locusts and frogs into Sophenheim, so she could have Menethos locked down. You caused the plague, the cows and the pox as well. We did also poison the cows. I know nothing of this pox, though. What will you do now? I fear many of my people are forever lost, but I will save as many as I can. Together we will reform the sect of Scabarus and right the wrongs of the Devourer. So you will help me fight her? In our own way. Before the Devourer, we were an isolated people, just as Scabarus taught us to be. We will go back to that way of life. We will go unseen, but we will be there, fighting the forces of the Devourer whenever they appear. Good to hear. Now I better head to Narda. I have a friend there who needs to hear about all of this. Good luck in your fight, adventurer. May Scabarus guide you. Hell yeah. Alright. That's one part done. Let's actually just go to Emir's Arena, because then we can just go straight to Narda. Let's just eat that. And drink those. And now... bring the following items. Any cooked or raw meat and water skins. I really hope that's all it asked me to bring. Or that's all it needs me to bring. Because if it asks me for more things than that, I'll have to bank again. So, yeah. Please, Quest Helper, do not lead me astray. Then any raw cooked meat. Raw beef. Hell yeah. Okay. We are ready. Bypass from Shantae. Go through. Travel. And can we go straight to Narda? No. If we want to get to Narda, I think we go to Polovnich first. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. But I do like the... I mean, I got really frustrated with Sins of the Father. Not really because it was like... Not... I wasn't so mad about dying over and over to that boss as I was about, like, getting so close to the kill, but wasting all my resources, right? Because I had a really limited supply of prayer pots. And losing those prayer pots really hurt. Fortunately, I actually did find a good way to get those back with, I think it's Salarin the Twisted. Kill him for Sinister Keys, and you'll be rewarded for every sinister key you get random leads. I filled Zihur in with in on our discoveries and obtained a blood sample from one of the Sylvanham citizens for her. Don't ask me how. She looked over it and she thinks the pox could be easily curable. Great. Yes, a very interesting one. Interesting one. This. Do you know of the Kadava bush? Yes, one time I used it to help a young couple. I gave one of the Kadava potions to appear dead. But it all went a bit wrong, though, and ended up with her cousin instead. Right. Well, most people know Kadava berries are quite poisonous. When used in right quantity, they can put someone into a deep sleep. Used in the wrong amount, and you're not going to be waking up again. Kadava potions are standard issue for the Alcarid spies for that very reason. In fact, they're what I use to get myself and those citizens out of Menaphos. Well, one thing about Kadava berries is that they're not only part of the bush. They're not the only part of the bush that's dangerous. If you're not careful, the bark can have a quite nasty effect on the skin. Like the spots from the pox? You're saying that's what's caused the trouble? A rogue Kadava bush? Maybe, but you won't find any of those bushes this far south. It's unexpected. I don't think anyone in Sylvanham would even recognize the Kadava bark, let alone figure out it caused the pox. To be honest, I probably wouldn't have suspected it myself either. I only realized it because of that time I spent training with the apothecary in Varrock. Sounds like someone could have caused the pox on purpose. Well, that leads to what I discovered in those ruins. I found the High Priest of Scabrous there, under Amasket's control. Turns out she had him and the Scarabites cause the plague in Sylvanheim. They caused the plagues? Why? Amasket wanted an excuse to have Menaphos locked down. She was up to something there, but the High Priest of Scabrous didn't know what. However, he did confirm that Pharaoh Kamisus is under her control as well. The only thing is now that I think about it, the High Priest Scabrous didn't actually seem to be aware of the pox. I doubt he'd have been able to get a hold of Kadava bark either. So, there's other forces at play. That's not good. What else did you find out? The next bit is worse, I'm afraid. I found out what Amasket is looking for in the tomb. Apparently there are 2 weapons in there that could grant her true godhood. You can't be serious. I'm afraid so. She's managed to capture all 4 of the lesser gods. It's likely that her plan is to use the weapon to claim their power. Really sure about all of this? Do not doubt the will of the Devourer, Mayessa. She is a force of pure evil. It wasn't that long ago when I didn't even think she was still around. Now I'm hearing that she's trying to become a true goddess. It's a lot to get used to. I do have a bit of good news. I know the incantation that frees a person from her mind control. We can use it to free people at the necropolis. Right. We'd better go get to work then. Citizens. Anything you need me to do? We've already obtained most of what we need. All we need left is some scarab venom and the lily of the Elide. Okay, let's split up and I'll get the venom. I guess I'll go for the lily of the Elide. For me, for the name, I assume they grow near the river. That's right. I know of a small island just west of here you can find some. Alright, I'll be back soon. As will I. Okay. And this is where we give the crocodile the raw meat, right? Yeah, right. Any cooked or raw meat given to the crocodile so that it doesn't choose to eat me instead. Attempt to jump to the stepping stone. Okay, we gotta attempt it first. Crocodile, I think I'll call you Roger. You're looking very hungry, Roger. Roger stares at you. I think I better find something to distract you with before I try getting any closer. Give Roger some meat. You give Roger some meat, he happily takes it before swimming away. You feel that you have connected with Roger on a deep level. The 2 of you are now firm friends. Okay. And that's the lily. Lily taken. And... wasn't it Osmond? Okay, this might be a spoiler for anyone who's not done this quest. Well, you're watching the stream. You don't care about spoilers. I'm pretty sure Osmond is the one who's giving the pox to everyone. Do you have the lily? Here you go. Give the lily to Zahur. I think I have everything I need to make the cure. Is there anything else? Actually, I think I can. To make the cure, I need to get some ingredients just the right temperature. While I get them prepared, could you get my equipment heated? How do I do that? Just adjust the individual heaters until the overall temperature is at the marked level. Be warned, the equipment can be a bit temperamental sometimes. Okay. Warm up the chemistry equipment. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, perfect. Excellent, I have it. Great. Alright. Meet her back at the necropolis. Here's the first batch for you to take to the High Priest of Ictharin. Let him know you'll be sending the rest once it's done. Alright. Bring the cure to the High Priest in Sophenham. Okay, and I can just take the carpet to Sophenham then. Travel to Polovneach, and then from Polovneach to Sophenham. And then... Okay, and then I just have to do the final fight, I think. I'm gonna warn you now. The final fight, I'm probably gonna die the first attempt, because I don't remember the mechanics. But we'll just jump into it. I'm pretty sure melee is the gear you want. And we'll do it. We'll be fine. We'll be fine, don't worry about it. Easy quest, easy. And we go into the High Priest. High Priest is in the church here, or the temple. Talk to him. Do a little bit of moonwalking as we path around. Hello again. Hello, how are things going here? Well, we're making progress on those plagues. With our citizens back, we've had enough people to finally drive out the frogs and locusts that keep filling up the town. We're worried that they'll just come back, but perhaps we have to manage... we have managed to appease whichever god sent them. The infectious cows have been dealt with as well. The only plague left now is this infuriating pox. Still, at least it isn't contagious. Well, I think I might be able to help with that. You give the crate to the High Priest. What's this crate? If all goes well, the potions here should cure the pox. Sophenheim will finally be free of the plagues. This is just the first batch, more will come soon. Free from the plagues? How is this possible? We tried everything. Well, I just found a good herbalist. What did you try? Mostly I prayed to Icthalin, and hoped for the best. Right. Well, now I have some things to do at the necropolis. I'll be back to see how the potions are working when I'm done. Thank you, friend. You will once again be our savior. Okay. Prepare for a fight with the Mythophite Auk, level 351. Okay. This boss uses melee and will occasionally cast lightning bolts in front of her, so be prepared to walk behind to avoid her attack. Whenever the shadow version of them appears, kill it quickly. They'll do a lot of damage. Okay. So, what I'm thinking is... I'll take one water skin. One water skin just so that we don't take damage going to the boss. Then we'll take 3 prayer potions, and then attack and a strength pot. Okay. And then we'll 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. Well, we'll be good with that, and then we'll get our best melee gear out. And we'll actually save the Arcan Blade specs for the Shadow. I don't know how hard the Shadow's going to be to kill. But I'm thinking if we just save the Arcan specs for that, we get a big hit off. We get a big hit off on the Shadow, and the burn will help us finish it off a little bit quicker. The Arcan Blade is just a huge, huge weapon. It's so good. Okay. Let's do it. Let's get this quest complete. Get the Tombs of Amascut unlocked. Although I'm not immediately gonna go start sending TOA attempts. Seems like maybe not the best of ideas. But it's there, it's an option. I mean, here, I think so. Let's see for sure. Well, in the meantime, do you think the incantation will work? It did when I used it on the High Priest of Scabarus, so we shouldn't have any issues. Let's not waste time then. Looks like we have a welcoming party. You have been warned before, leave now. Amascut's hold on you, all is at an end. Then you give the incantation. Ah, my head, what happened? You were all enthralled by the Devourer, but you're free now. Things will be confusing at the moment, but your memories will return in time. Devourer, it can't be, I'm afraid soon. You've all been through a lot, but unfortunately you won't be able to return to Menaphos. The city remains locked down. You should seek refuge in Sophenheim or the other nearby settlements. Hopefully you'll be able to get home soon. You've saved us, thank you. Alright. Well, that is quite the blockage. Clearing it is going to take a lot of work. And time isn't on our side. Amascut is already in there looking for those weapons. Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt, but we can help. What do you mean? We can mine the blockage for you. Are you sure? You've already been out here so long. The Devourer made us her slaves. We want to help you stop her. Thank you. We'll get to work at once. Still, this is going to be a bit longer before the cure starts working. I guess those people should head. I guess we should head back to my camp for now. All right. Stop. What is it? Stay quiet. What's going on? I know you're here. Come out. Impressive, Maisa. Osmond, you've been spying on us. Now, well, that's the job of a spy, Maisa. I remember that, but it seems you do not. What's that supposed to mean? We had a plan, Maisa. You were ordered to stay in Menaphos. Now your recklessness has cost us dearly. Don't lecture me on costs. I know exactly how much this little game of yours has cost. Yes, Kelief. Did you think I wasn't aware of your little romance? What? Do you take me for a fool? I've been dealing in deception since before you were born. Yours is not hard to spot. I made the mistake of letting it slide. Poor move on my part. Kelief's death has clearly impacted your ability to think rationally. Or maybe it just made me see the truth. You're a monster, Osmond. You see us, you'd see us all dead to get what you want. I serve Al-Kharid, Maisa, just as you once did. I will never stop serving Al-Kharid. I've just stopped serving you. So, I hope you don't believe yourself innocent on all of this. You have been meddling in affairs that are not of your concern. I've only been trying to help. By curing the pox? Tell me, who does that help? Al-Kharid or Menaphos? You know, despite all your spying, Al-Kharid and Menaphos aren't actually enemies. On paper, perhaps, but our two cities were at war for years. Signing a few treaties does not stop us from being enemies. Even if that is true, I don't see why the pox is being cured is a problem. It will surely lead to the end of the Minifos quarantine. That is not to our benefit. We wanted the city isolated. There are larger forces at play here, Osmond. That quarantine was helping them as far more than it benefited you. What are you on about? Amasket, she has control over Pharaoh's chemises. She arranged the quarantine to keep her actions in Menifos secret. That's why we made the cure. We need to get in there and find out what she's up to. The Devourer, you speak of legends and fairy tales. You don't believe gods exist? Maybe once, but that was a long time ago. You're wrong, Osmond. The Devourer is behind everything that's been happening down here, and the worst is yet to come. She's looking for some weapons, ones that could grant her true godhood. And these weapons are in Menifos? No, she's after something else in Menifos. We don't know what yet. The weapons are in the tomb to the south, and she's already in there. She could be using them right now. Pharaoh Chemises has fooled you. This is clearly a ploy to keep us confused and divided. He is our true foe. Osmond, you can't. What the? Time to go. Osmond, don't you dare. He just fades away. He just... Peace fades away. The mistress is tired of your interference. Pray to your false gods. Your end comes now. Great, here we go again. Okay. Let's drink our super attack. Drink our super strength. Okay. This is where we... Ooh, big 41 on the shadow. Nice, okay. This should be a relatively easy fight as long as I don't mess anything up. Yeah. That's easy. That mechanic's super simple. Okay, the shadow. Unfortunate. Unfortunate again. Okay, perfect. Ooh, gotta hit that combo eat, buddy. Gotta hit them combo eats, buddy. Okay. And we hit the shadow with a one of these. And a one of those. Okay. Yeah, we got this. We're gonna one-shot this boss. Ooh, I accidentally dodged that one. Okay, hit that doubly, hit that prayer pot. Nice dodge. Okay. And another shadow here. Hit the double eat. Hit the prayer pot. And that's game. Now does Osmond believe us? Nice of you to help. You had it in hand. I must say this has been an interesting development. So you believe the Amasket is involved now? No, I believe what my eyes tell me, and I am yet to see any true evidence that this work all of an ancient goddess. Oh, you've got to be. But I will admit that there is more going on here than I first thought. Dark magic is clearly at play. This may require us to reconsider our approach. What does that mean? For now, nothing. I need to go and think on this. I suggest you seek out Maisa and see what the results of your meddling have caused. I'm sure I'll be in touch at some point. Don't dare I ask for a thank you this time? I imagine Maisa will have gotten to Soph and him to check on this cure. She'll be waiting for you there. Goodbye. Osmond's a big, smelly willy. That's what he is. Okay, so maybe it wasn't Osmond who caused the pox, but he clearly didn't want it gone. I guess that's where I get confused. He didn't necessarily cause the pox, but he definitely benefited from it existing. But yeah, this is quest complete, probably. I think so. He seems to have been somewhat enlightened. What do you mean? After you left, we were attacked by one of the masked servants. I think they convinced Osmond that there's more to this than he realized. Maybe he'll finally get his head out of the sand. We don't need him, though. Look at what we've managed on our own. Yes, the cure is working. I'll have the High Priest answer that one. Hello again, friend. Your cure has worked wonderfully. Not a single citizen is infected anymore. We finally freed from the plagues. And Menephos? We sent word to them earlier. They have agreed to meet us at the bridge. If all goes well, this quarantine will be soon behind us. Let's hope so. Please do join us for the meeting. After all, none of this would have been possible without you. How long do you think we will need to wait? I don't know. This has probably put Pharaoh's Chemeses in an awkward spot. He'll have much to consider. If the quarantine benefits the Devourer, he won't want to end it. Problem is, if he doesn't, it will draw a lot of suspicion. Well, it makes you wonder how much control he actually has left. Does he make any decisions for himself now, or is it all just a mascot? How are you doing, by the way? What do you mean? You know, the stuff Osmond said about you and Kelief. What happens between Kelief and I is none of your business. If you're sure. Speaking of Osmond, that reminds me. Maeus shows you a spear with a Karis at the end. He left this for you. Is this a way of saying thank you, perhaps? I doubt it. He's probably just trying to keep on your good side. Don't you think he's here? If not him, one of his minions will be. He'll want to know what's happening at this meeting. Anyway, he wasn't the only one with something for you. This is from the High Priest. Shows you the enchanted circlet. I'm sure he'll be able to put it to good use. Oh, look, something's happening. Hang on, what is it? Pharaoh Chemeses, I did not expect you to attend this personally. Pharaoh Chemeses? The city of Menephos will begin preparations to end the quarantine. It will take some time for these preparations to be completed. Goodbye. Well, that was anticlimactic. That's one way of putting it. Still, I wasn't expecting Chemeses himself to make the announcement. It's very unusual for him to appear in public. What do you think it means? I don't know. Until we can get into Menephos, I doubt we'll find out. He said it would take some time for the city to open. Stalling for as long as possible, no doubt. So what now? The citizens should hopefully be nearly done unblocking the entrance to Osmanthen's tomb. I'm going to head down there. For you, I'd say you'd earned a small break. Take whatever time you need to prepare, then meet me at the tomb once you're ready. Alright, I'll see you soon. Good luck. Quest complete. 50k agility. Karis Partisan. Only +3 that's interesting. Only +3 stab over the Arcan Blade. And -19 strength. The Arcan Blade is busted for stab, at least at this level. Yeah, I mean, when I do that mini quest to, when I do the mini quest to do the Tombs of Amascut run, definitely the Arcan Blade is going to be the thing I use, at least right away. Or until I get the, what is it, the Black Gem? OSRSTOA gems. Jewel of Amascut, that's what I want. Karis Partisan of Amascut is the one that I want. Karis Partisan of Amascut, go here. we'll change the Karis Partisan of the Masket. So Arc and Blade has 64 strength bonus and 55 stab. The Karis Partisan of the Masket has 108 stab and 67 strength. So even if I don't get the, I mean, I'm not going to get the Fang anytime soon. But if I get the Black Gem for the Karis Partisan, that would actually be a really strong weapon to very strong early weapon to start grinding the grinding out some TOAs. Okay, that's okay. So if we're going by the optimal quest guide, the next in line should be Monkey Madness 2, which is going to require 69 Slayer, unlock the Tree Gnome Stronghold Balloon Route. Okay. So that might take a little bit. And then a night at the theater. Yeah. We can get that done and just get carried through the raid by probably my main. And then what do we need for getting Slayer 2? We need 70 smithing and 50 construction, which is fine because I'll need 70 smithing and mining anyway for Song of the Elves. Then Curse of Arav. We have everything we need for Curse of Arav. We could do that whenever we wanted, really. Ooh. Yeah, we might do Curse of Arav soon. Making friends with my arm. 66 fire making and 72 mining, which is boostable. So if we get to 70 mining and then... Oh, I don't know. Hold on. SRS mining. Boosts. Temporary boosts mining. Mature Dwarven Stout. I don't want to make a Mature Dwarven Stout. We could just spicy stew for it. Yeah, it depends. I'm probably going to get a higher mining level than smithing level anyway, because need that for what's it called? Need that for Motherlode Mine, and Motherlode Mine you usually get more mining than smithing anyway, because a lot of the stuff you mine is coal. Secrets of the North. What are we doing? Finish making friends with my arm, and then we have everything else we need. And then while Gothic sleeps, 72 thieving, 65 herblore. That's not going to take super long. Then, yeah, okay. We're getting really close to Quest Cape. And then Desert Treasure 2, Fallen Empire. 75 fire making, 70 thieving, 60 rune crafting, 60 construction. Big requirements for that. And then finally, Song of the Elves. Song of the Elves. 70 construction, 70 farming, 70 herblore, 70 mining, 70 smith. These two are easy. 70 farming is going to be coming along slowly. 70 herblore, we can probably get there, if not with the herbs we have banked, with the seeds we have banked for those herbs, because I've kind of been slacking off on the herb runs. And then construction is maybe going to be the hardest. Thing is, for construction, if we do need more mahogany logs, I did plant hardwood trees on Fossil Island. I have 3 mahoganies on Fossil Island, so if we do need more mahogany, we can just cut it there instead of waiting for Kingdom of Miscellanea to get it to us. But yeah, we're getting really close to the Quest Cape. A few more skilling grinds. Actually, right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grind up to like 74 fletching. Make myself the Sunlight Hunter crossbow with sunlight bolts, which will be Uh, well, it depends. Okay, I do want to do that. Okay, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. First things first, fletching minigame, up to 74 fletching, get the Sunlight Hunter crossbow. Second thing, Perilous Moons, get full Blood Moons. I don't care about the other two sets. If I don't get full sets of those, then I might get full sets of those just along the way, but Blood Moon set's what I really want. And then I will go do Huey Codal. And when I do Huey Codal, I'll do that till I get full Huey Hide, and hopefully Dragon Hunter Wand at the same time. But yeah, there's a lot of grinds to be done, but I have a clear path, and yeah, thanks everybody for watching. It was a great stream. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time, and have a